Right, hello everyone, welcome to day 9 solution for the July daily challenges. This is the 9th video in the July daily challenges July daily challenges theme. And if you all remember, there is the Code Vita theme that we were considering. So this is the July daily challenges Code Vita theme. And today's question is called World War E. That is the question that we are going to be discussing today. World War E is the question that we're going to discuss. This is a Code Vita 2019 question that was also called Death Battle. So we have taken inspiration from that Death Battle question and we've made this World War E over here. So it's that question. Before I go ahead, if you want to practice these kind of questions and more and get more concepts, you can just sign up on the Edis Code Vita course. It's for 2,999, but there's an early bird offer going on which will get it to you for 2,499. We have mentor support as well as a lot of practice questions for you to practice all of these concepts. And yeah, so if you face any issues during this, I would suggest that you go ahead and practice on the Edis platform for this all these concepts. So now coming to the question, I'll just open up the Edis platform. So this is the question. It's called World War E. It's in the July Daily Challenges Challenge 9. If you want to know where to get the July Daily Challenge, just click on the link below in the description and you'll get it. July Daily Challenges is freely available for everybody. Okay, so we have over here this question called World War E, and basically what there is that we have one second, yeah. So there is someone called Huey Kiyoma. Actually, if you've seen the cartoon called Steins Gate, that is where this reference is from. Huey Kiyoma, a pretty good show overall. Definitely watch it if you're into time travel. So Huey Kiyoma is up against a powerful monster called Nomu. I don't really know where Nomu is, which reference Nomu is from. So if anybody knows, please put it in the comments below. I would love to hear from all of you. And yeah, if you're liking this series, please don't forget to subscribe and share these videos with your friend as well. Okay. So now what's happened is that basically they are in an attack, right? And what happens is they are fighting, and then for exactly m seconds, Kiyoma can fight Nomu directly. And Kiyoma can attack usually Kiyoma attacks with A, right? So that's what the question means, that it can attack with A power. H is Nomu's health. So initially Nomu has H health, and we have to get somehow Nomu to H or to 0 or greater than equal to 0, right? So now the question is, how can 0 or less than 0, right? So we have M attacks over here. What is the probability that we will be able to kill Nomu, given that usually you can have A as the attack power, but also you could have an enhanced power or an enhanced attack called a special attack. So the normal attack is of A, but a special attack which you could increase A by C. So it will become A plus C after that, right? So the thing is, if we can do A plus C over here somehow, then we need to figure out whether it's possible to kill Kiyoma or not. Okay, and I'll give you an example here. But the probability here is called L, right? L is defined as a probability that it's going to be a special, special attack, and we are given this bunch of inputs. So I'll just explain this to you on the slides. I think that would be better for all of you, right? So this is what we're given. We're given A, H, L1 and L2, M and C. M is the number of attacks we are going to do. A is the power of the attack, initial attack. So this is Kiyoma's initial attack power. H is the total health of Nomu. L1 by L2 will give me the probability of charged attack, which is A plus C, because our normal attack is A and the new attack will give us A plus C. Okay, and there are M attacks totally. So let's look at an example. So for example, here A is 10, that is generally if we attack it's going to be 10. 999 is H, so that is the amount of health this person has. L1, L2 is 7 and 10, that is the probability of an attack going, which is a charged attack, a special attack, is 7 by 10. 3 is the number of attacks I have, and 2 is the charged attack I can do. So M is 3, that is we get 3 attacks totally, 3 attacks, and C is 2, that means that I could at max do 10 plus 2 if I'm lucky, right? So the question is, we get 3 attacks, right? So assume, for example, here, one second, yeah. So assume, so we get 3 attacks, right? So it means that, let's say the first attack is 10, second attack is 10, third attack is 10. So the maximum I'll get to is 30. But health of Nomu is 999. So no way 30 is going to beat it. What if one of them was a special attack? right? Any one of them was a special attack. What's the probability at least one of them is special? We'll come to all of that. But one of them was special, we get 32. Again, not possible to beat. If we make it 2 are special, so we get 34. Again, not possible to beat. And if we do all are special, we get 36. Still, even if all of the attacks are special, it's still not possible to beat Nomu. Therefore, it's not possible. If it's not possible, what we say is RIP is what we are supposed to print. So in this case, supposed to print RIP. This is the second test case given in the question. Let's look at the first test case. Okay. In the first test case, what we are supposed to do is we are given A's attack is 10. That is, we can attack with 10. The target health is to be greater than or equal to 33. That is, the person has 33 as the attack, that's the health, and we want to do greater than equal to 33. Let's, for example, so I'll come to that. 7 and 10 is the probability. 3 is the number of attacks we are allowed, and 2 is the extra charge that we can do. So for example, let's say if we did all normal with 3 normal attacks, right? So with 3 normal attacks, what do we get? We'll get this 30 damage. This 30 damage is not enough to kill Nomu, and so we are not going to get any luck over there. What about if I did 2 normal and 1 special attack? So 2 normal would give me 20 and 1 special would give me 12, right? So overall I get 32 attacks. So 32 health is still not up to 33. We want to be greater than equal to 33. Okay, let's go further. With 1 normal and 2 special, what we want to do is we can do 10 plus 24, which is 34. Now we can kill Nomu, right? If we have only 1 normal and 2 special, then we can actually kill Nomu. What about we have 0 normal and all 3 of them are special attacks? Again, we can kill Nomu because we have 36. So of the possibilities, okay, what are the possibilities? Well, if you had 0 normal and 1 special, all normal and 0 special, there's no way you can beat. If you had 2 normal and 1 special, we still can't beat. If you had 1 normal and 2 special, then we can beat. And we have 0 normal and 3 special, then also we can beat. Okay. Now, what is the probability that we can get 1 normal attack and 2 special attacks and 0 normal attack and 3 special attacks? Now, a lot of students said that it's probably 50%. It's not 50% because a lot of people say that, oh, it's kind of symmetrical, so it's not really 50%. So I'll just I'll tell you why it's not 50%. But yeah, what is the probability that we can get 1 normal and 2 special and 0 normal and 3 special, right? So the way to think about that is we have to get probability of 1 normal and 2 special plus probability of 3 special. The way again to think of that would be, see, in 3 attacks, if we want to get probability of 1 normal and 2 special, that normal attack, right, can be or either not special attack can be in one of the positions, right? So for example, if let me say I say something like this, right? So there is normal, special, special, right? Or it could be special, normal, special. So we have normal, special, 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 normal, special, or special, special, normal, right? So totally there are 3 ways of doing this. How did we find out there are 3 ways? Well, among 3 attacks, we want 2 special ways, and the way to choose 2 places in to choose 2 from any 3 is 3C2. So that is what this is. It is 3C2. Because we have 2 special, what's the probability of having 2 special attacks? That is this. So square of that, and the probability that the last one is not special. So that would be P into P of not special, right? Or probability of 0 normal and 3 special is 3C3 P special cube, right? So if all of the positions over there, we want to choose from 3, we want to choose 3 positions. 3C3 is 1 only, into the probability that each one of them is special. So probability each one is special is first one is special and second one is special and third one is special, right? So whenever you have an AND in probability, it's multiplication. Whenever you have an OR in probability, it's addition. So like here, probability of 1 normal, 2 special, or probability of 3 special. So it could be any one of these, we add them. We want probability of all 3 special over here, means S and S and S, right? So that's how this comes over here. Now further taking it forward, we are given in the question itself, hold on, yeah, let's substitute some of these values. So we are given in the question itself that the P of special is 7 by 10, it's given, right? The luck that any attack will be special is 7 by 10. Therefore P of not special will be 3 by 10. So at any given point, what's going to happen? We have 7 by 10 and the other one is going to be 3 by 10. If you substitute these values over here and add them, so you get 3C2 into 7 by 10 square into 3 by 10 plus 3C3 into 3 by 10 cube, right? 7 by 10 cube, right? If you add all of this, what you will get is 98 by 125, which is the answer that is given to us in the small test case. So that's the approach we are supposed to take over here. That is for each of these possibilities. A general approach would be, this won't be 3C2, it's going to be MC2, right? We have to find out how many are the minimum viable attacks we need. We need minimum 2 attacks over here, because with one special attack we can't do anything. We need minimum 2 special attacks, and then I can go to 3. If we had 4, then go to 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on, right? But from that minimum special attack needed all the way up is where we keep going, right? So that is how we will do it. So for example, here it's 3C2 p square into p into np, and over here it will be 3C3 into p cube, right? And let's say if we had 4, it would be 4C2, 4C3 and then 4C4, right? That's how it would work out. So the approach would be something like this: calculate minimum number of special attacks required. Now if you need 0 special attacks, then obviously your probability is 1, because you get a special attack or not a special attack, we are fine, right? If let's say you have all of the attacks to be special and you're still not able to defeat Nomu, then RIP, right? That is, it's not at all possible. That's our first case. That was what we discussed. You can just rewind a bit and check that. In the case where it is possible to beat them, find the minimum number of special attacks required, calculate the probability of each combination and add them. So we'll take a sum of it. Keep in mind the fractions. Now this is the part where it gets tricky, because the question says that we are supposed to print in this sort of a manner, right? P1 by P2, which is we are supposed to print in where it, basically the two numbers should be co-prime. They should not have any common factors. So it's basically an irreducible rational form is what we should print. We should print a rational number over here, right? So that's what we are supposed to print. Now that we have to be careful of. And I'll come to the last point in just a bit, right? So I'll just show you how we have implemented this code over here one by one. Let me just open the code and show you. So I'm just going to unlock this. If you unlock, you're going to lose so many points, so beware. So one is, so I just start from here, right? This is the main. Now if all of the attacks, if you did, okay, and still the attack is less than the health required, print RIP. Because let's say all of them are special attack, you're still not able to do it, print RIP and then continue. If you multiply and it's greater than or equal to health, right? So for example, if all of them are normal and just by all of them being normal can still defeat Nomu, then our probability is 1, right? We don't have any issues. Now we want to find out if it's neither of these cases. It means that if all of them were normal attacks, it would not have helped, but there are some number of special attacks that we need. So this is how we calculate the special attacks required, right? Over here, that is, we see that, okay, the difference was that if we would have just got, let's say, 4 more extra power, right? If 4 more extra power means probably at least 2 of them should be special. At least 2, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, but at least 2 should be special. So we got required lucky attacks is this. Now what we're going to do is, just leave this part out for now and we'll come to this. From required lucky attacks all the way to M, assuming that minimum 2 required lucky attacks are needed, all the way up to M lucky attacks will be needed. What we'll try to do is kind of try to find out the probability of it. Now the main part of this question actually comes is, how do you find the probability of it in this fractional form? Because if you try to find it in the normal way, then you will start getting a lot of decimals, which is not what the question needs. So actually we need to find the way to add fractions, multiply fractions, divide fractions, all of that stuff, right? So add, multiply and subtract fractions is what we will need to do, and that is what we have made here. So for example, for this combination, the probability is you take NCRMI into probability of lucky raised to I. So for example, NC2 probability of lucky square plus whatever is the remaining part raised to M minus I, right? So 3 minus 2 raised to 1, let's say, right? So that is what would be needed over here, right? In fact, let me just see if we have, yeah, correct. So that's what we will need over here. This is just a direct translation of the formula, right? And we'll multiply these two things to get us the current probability at this point. The current fraction will be, or rather we will, the current sum will be addition of the previous ones. So for example, we got for 1 normal and 2 special, we will add it to 0 normal and 3 special, right? So that's what we're doing. We're taking a sum over here of this. The magic of this question actually lies in these functions, which are the addition, multiplication and exponentiation, because these addition, multiplication, exponentiation all are following the way of doing fractional mathematics, right? So like say a plus a by b into b by a by b into c by d. You should actually get a c by b d, but you should also reduce them after you've done that. So that's why after every point I'm taking the GCD and reducing them every time, right? Because we always want the perfect form of the fraction, otherwise it might just go out of bound. So you can all check this code over here, which is it has minus, addition, multiplication as well, and even exponentiation, because we need that in some places, on how you can do exponentiation of fractions. Just one last part, because we have to calculate NCR also, and the maximum NCR would be up to 20. You could have to calculate 20C10 or 20C15 or something. That means we will need 20 factorial. Now 20 factorial is easy to compute. I kept it already here. Basically what I try to do is, if we are supposed to calculate up until a certain number in factorials and the number is pretty small, let's say like 20, just hard code the value. Don't need to calculate every time for every test case again. So I hard coded the value. You can do the same. So from 1 up until 20, all the factorials have been hard coded. But this is what I meant, like probably if this is giving you too much time, like because NCR being calculated here is like this, right? I'll just show you NCR. We are doing n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial, the normal way. If you remember from our previous videos, we also discussed that you can do NCR using Pascal's triangle, which we also described in the EDIST CodeVita course. You can do it using Pascal's triangle. So maybe consider Pascal's triangle if you're getting time limit exceeded, because you have to just calculate it once. It's a 20 by 20 array. You'll have to calculate once, but that should be it. You won't need to calculate it again and again after that, right? So that is one such approach that you can do for this question. So I hope you understood the question. It's always good to take the inputs, understand how it is. It's a typical probability question. So for those of you whose probability is a little weak, it could just give you a little bit problems. I hope you have followed the logic for it. So go ahead, check out the code. It's working. I'll just submit it as well. It's working as well. You can go ahead and check out the code too, and see that how it's working out. Please do read how we have done fractional mathematics in that. You will really like it. And that fractional mathematics, while I've done in Python, is the same function that you can apply in Java or C++. It won't really make a lot of difference, right? So yeah, that was this question called Death Battle, also called as World War E. So hope you liked it. Just a reminder again that we have this course running, which is the EDIST CodeVita course. If you have any doubts or questions about the CodeVita concepts, you can always sign up on this course and get an early bird offer for 2499. That's it from our side for today. Thanks so much for joining in. Please stay tuned. We have one more day, number 10, to discuss. It was relatively easier because a lot of people were able to solve it, but still we'll be discussing that. Thanks everybody for joining, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we'll be with you again with more CodeVita and other videos as well. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you all next time.